Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get right into this forecast discussion here. So, update from the SPC. We do have that slight risk in effect here for portions of northern and central Michigan, southern Wisconsin, and then west and northern Illinois. A lower end risk surrounds that. So, areas again in Wisconsin, most of Michigan, northern Indiana, and also central and eastern Illinois in a risk as well for severe weather today. Main hazards are going to be number one. Go ahead and move on to the highest threat first. Number one is going to be hail. All right. Here's your hail threat. Highest risk is going to be up there in the yellow areas from northern Michigan back through south Wisconsin, north Illinois in yellow. That's going to be your highest hail risk. Okay. Around that in the brownish red color, it's a lower risk, but still a risk nonetheless. So areas further south like uh, southern Michigan, north Indiana, central Illinois, as well as southern central-ish Wisconsin there. All right. That's your main concern, large hail. Number two concern, damaging winds. Same areas here apply. Highest risk up there in northern Michigan, back through southern Wisconsin, west and northern Illinois. And then a lower risk surrounds that in darker brownish red color there from north Indiana, southern Michigan, east central, Illinois, as well as parts of central Wisconsin. And then last but not least, there is a low threat today for a tornado or two within the region from northern Michigan all the way back through south Wisconsin, north Illinois. So Ohio, Indiana, no threat today for a tornado at all. And then we also have a risk, again, covering this quickly, for tomorrow off in the Illinois area. Again, that's going to be mainly for damaging winds and large hail. We'll cover that here tomorrow when we get to this point. But again, low end threat tomorrow out to the west here, Wisconsin, Illinois. But if you live in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, your guys' threat is quite low. We are watching a warm front in Michigan for tomorrow on Sunday here. We'll have to keep an eye on Michigan to see if they get added to a threat later on. But overall, the risk should remain off to the west in Illinois and Wisconsin. So with that being said, jump back into some models today. We're going to go ahead and zoom this back out and look at potential radar for the future. We had morning showers and storms clear out of the region this morning. They're still working their way through in some parts, but for most of us, it's clear. Just some clouds, maybe some sun, depending where you're at. Nice and muggy out there. 84% humidity, 65 degrees with a 61 dew point. It's going to be quite muggy out there. So this is afternoon. We're going to have scattered development here across the region: Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, or Wisconsin, parts of Ohio as well. The main trigger for storms is going to be up here in northern lower Michigan. So this is where we're going to see this line of storms that will extend back all the way back through Wisconsin into parts of Illinois. That's going to be later on this evening, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you're in Central, it'll be 5 to 8 Central time. That's going to be the main concern. But there is a low chance we're going to have some pop-up storms all throughout the region here, which may be strong or even severe, although the risk for that is quite low. The marginal risk here you're seeing extend down here into Illinois with Indiana covers that pretty well. So any storm that pops up today across the risk areas do have some potential for damaging winds, large hail, but the main concern for a tornado or two being possible remains further north this evening in that 2% tornado risk that we're seeing here by the SPC up there in Michigan primarily, but also parts of southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois as well. So recapping that, 6 to 9 p.m., watch for storms to go up along the cold front, northern Michigan, through Wisconsin, through Illinois. But any storm could pop up throughout the day. Low confidence in that happening throughout the day across the region, and those storms may become strong to severe with locally damaging winds and large hail as well. I'd like to know what radar you're using according to what I'm seeing. It's clearing out. This is a forecast model. It is a future look into forecasting. It is not a current radar. So just because you don't see storms on your radar now, that's expected. We have a clear slot here. And this is going to say isolated storms pop up across the region here. These are not meant to be exact, just a general idea. You know, we see a cell, for example, over here near Fort Wayne, and, in real, 4 hours later, that storm's probably about 50 miles to the south. It's just a general idea. But yes, radar is not going to show future storms on it. You have to wait from the pop-up. No problem, Kim. Do want to mention a couple other things here. I don't see many questions popping in here, but we do have potential, like I mentioned on Sunday, for severe weather. So tomorrow, looking at the overlap of instability and moisture here, we're seeing a good overlap here in Illinois, but also where Michigan is not in a risk right now. There's also some areas we're watching along that southern Michigan area, from I-96 south, Grand Rapids to Flinton area south, may try to sneak a strong storm or two in there as well. But again, confidence is quite low in that. And then again on Monday, we also have a risk here shaping up potentially. Again, no risk in place from the SPC, but we're going to see the overlap there tomorrow in parts of the region, Illinois, Michigan primarily. But on Monday, we also have that risk there for northern Indiana, southern Michigan, northwest Ohio. Same thing applies there. Environment would be supportive, but it's going to be a matter of if storms can take advantage of the environment and pop up. So potential back to back to back days here. Yeah. Anything that looks strong and significant? No. Should be just a general, you know, general severe threat here. Nothing outbreak wise that we're seeing out to our west today or yesterday. Not expected here in the region. So just kind of relax for a little bit. Just pay attention to the radar, to the sky, and heed all warnings that are issued from your local NWS offices. With that being said, though, I'm going to hop off here and prepare to go live later on this evening, covering primarily Michigan, but we'll probably focus here on Wisconsin, maybe parts of Illinois here as well. We have chasers who are planning to chase today. So, with that being said, I'm going to hop off here, get some sleep, expect a little bit later of a night tonight, and make sure you guys pay attention to the radars, to the sky, you guys outside today. Just be mindful that storms are possible today with potential for severe weather, primarily later on this evening across that yellow risk area. So, with that being said, I'm going to hop off here. You guys have a safe day. Enjoy a nice, warm, muggy, but warm day.